Hello everybody and welcome back to Sunday Community Skirmish number 43. This is the losers bracket semifinals between Watcher over Daedalus and Catskyders. Catskyders beating the Centurions 5-3 for the right to face them. Let's check out the ship builds right away. First up for Watcher over Daedalus, we have Nothing But Fog, a goldfish being piloted by Master O Disaster, Blenderfish, carrying it up front with a mine launcher on the port side and flamethrower on the starboard. They're also bringing the Pillow Fort of Wings of Daedalus, a Mobula being piloted by Aoi Fox, Banshee up top with double Gatling on the lower decks, and Artemis is on the wings. What are the Catskyders bringing?
On the blue team, we have the Battering Ram, piloted by Finks. It is a heavy carronade goldfish with left side light carronade, right side Banshee, and their ally, the Sky Slicer, piloted by Komoba. It is a Gat Mortar Pyramidian with left side Artemis and Flare Gun.
Yep, already both teams showing a lot of aggression. Spots going down, and the Battering Ram is going to take the first couple shots from the Pillow Fort of Wings of Daedalus. Banshee's down already. That's what they go for first, and the balloon is down as well. Sky Slicer getting in on the action as well. Nothing But Fog going to take a little while to get in here. Pillow Fort loses armor. Their balloon is down. Banshee is desperately going to the Battering Ram, trying to light a couple of fires. All they get is the light carronade. So the Pillow Fort in a lot of trouble right now. Sky Slicer throwing out Gatling. Armor drops, but Mortar's not quite in arc. I think they may be able to survive a little bit longer, and Nothing But Fog putting fire down into the Battering Ram.
Yeah, they've actually, the WoD did it. Ooh, Battering Ram taking a big ram. The WoD actually managed to get their gun arcs in on the Battering Ram for just a moment as they fall down, losing the balloon actually to their advantage, but weren't able to stay alive long enough to save their ally. Now Nothing But Fog is in a pretty bad spot. They are in red spawn, so the red Mobula will probably regenerate somewhere pretty close to this fight. I guess it depends on if they're confident that the Nothing But Fog can maintain a positive engagement or not.
Yeah, they'll try. Mortar's coming out ineffectually. Nothing But Fog should be able to get out of here. They're okay.
Well, they can't get out of here because the Pillow Fort just spawned right in the thick of it, and they're actually going to rise up behind the Sky Slicer. Yeah,
this is a really questionable decision from the Pillow Fort. Banshee going out, the Sky Slicer has a really great angle. Gatling and Mortar are going to be easy to land unless they really book it.
Yeah, I feel like this actually would have been a favorable engagement for Red Team, but the Nothing But Fog ran it a little too far out. It's actually taken him a while to come back, and in the meantime, the Pillow Fort goes down. Now they have a little bit of the bad timing leading to a meat grind situation.
I will say this is the most interesting meat grind I've ever seen. Wow, Sky Slicer keeping arc really nicely, putting a lot of damage down. Tar is going to cancel out any more engagement.
I wonder where the Mobula is going to respawn this time.
Yeah, I wonder if it's just going to spawn and follow him, but the armor drops. I hope they don't spawn in right here. If they do, it'll be Meat Grind Central. No, they're not going to. That was some really, really good mortar shooting. I agree. I'll go ahead and give it a look. I think that's Yarman Kell. Yeah, that's Yarman Kell on that mortar. Goodness gracious. That was some really good shooting. And what ammo was he? I think it was using... No, greased.
I think they're using greased.
Yeah, just regular old greased.
Although, you know, sometimes you will load in the normal ammo if they're at, kind of near max range.
Look at this spawn. Pillow Fort spawns in behind them, so does Nothing But Fog.
Oh, that's so cute. They waited for them to leave and then spawned in right where they were. Like, this is exactly what the blue team will not expect. Real tricky.
Yeah, I don't think they got the spots either.
No, because there's this cloud in between from where they spawned and where the blue team is kind of run off for, searching for them.
Yeah, they went past it just in time.
I wonder how long it's going to take blue team to realize. They're kind of checking out the other spawn areas. But it looks like they're a little confused. They're kind of spinning around a bit. They don't know where the red team is.
Yeah, I think they realize where they spawned now, and they're working their way back. Yeah, they're forming up on one another. They're ready to go in.
Yeah, red team choosing not to try to capitalize on this. Maybe that was a little giving them a little too much credit for this kind of tricky spawn play. Because I feel like if that was the case, they would have immediately tried to charge in and capitalize on the lack of information from blue.
With the Mobula, though, that makes it really difficult. They are running a buff hammer on the main engine. They might have been able to do it, but maybe they were just a little bit too afraid of that Blenderfish and the double Gatling Banshee. If they get too close, they're done. Or are they the Banshee? They're the Banshee. What am I talking about? They're the only Mobula in here. And there are the spots. They see each other, and it looks like they just want to get out. Wings of Daedalus, too.
Yeah, they don't like this angle they're coming in at, so they're just going to leave and try to find a better engagement to start. And they're relatively safe. They have this cloud protecting them.
I think they're a little bit afraid of running themselves onto the blade of the Pillow Fort, which doesn't make much sense when you say it out loud, but... Ooh, balloon on the Sky Slicer, gonna drop. No, there we go. Now it's down. Light Gatling gun comes back up.
Yeah, nothing but Fog's balloon getting knocked out as well.
I don't get what it's trying to accomplish here. Pillow Fort is still coming in. Maybe just trying to force them to stay back behind this mountain. Yeah, now that they've turned toward the mountain, it's going to be harder for them to retreat.
Yeah, it looks like both teams here just not willing to commit in this engagement. This is, I mean, the positioning wise, this is about as even as it gets with both teams just on either side of Candy Mountain, and but neither wants to go in.
No, not really. Battering ram might be going over. Are they really going for a split? Catskyders are going for a split. They're going to put the Sky Slicer on the Pillow Fort, and they're going to put the battering ram on Nothing But Fog. I think this may be a mistake. Maybe not. Never mind. They're like, wait a minute. This is a bad idea.
The Pillow Fort actually, in the last few moments, they've actually taken an opportunity to back off, so they're pretty far away. So it wouldn't have been as a surprise of an ambush as Blue Team would have liked. Like, this is the thing, right? I'm saying how both teams are being very cautious, but the reason for that is the heavy carronade is such a divisive weapon in terms of how the engagement goes. The first team to get the balloon lock, that team has such a huge advantage, and it only takes a few seconds, so like it's really going to come down to that. Like, is, say, one of these heavy carronade goldfish, are they going to be able to disable the opposing heavy carronade? That can swing the fight. So like the first moments of this kind of engagement matter so much and will decide kind of the tempo of the rest of the fight.
Yeah, that's definitely true. I think a lot more of it, though, comes down to target acquisition. Oftentimes, one Hellhound Heavy Carronade disables the other first, but then the ships just end up targeting different ships anyway, and that gives them only a couple seconds advantage, which can be big, but more often than not, it's more about who can brawl better. It just gives them a small advantage. That's what I've seen today anyways, especially, and the last couple weeks. Ooh, Heavy Carronade going to the balloon.
Yeah, it depends how aggressive the Goldfish pilot decides to pursue their target down.
Well, the Blenderfish has ended up serving more of a defensive role than an offensive role. What we'll see is like maybe the Blenderfishes will go after one another, and if one of them disables the other Hellhound, then maybe they'll go for the balloon a little bit longer, but they'll oftentimes turn away from the other Goldfish very quickly because they need to go defend their ally. Battering ram eating a little bit. What does Nothing But Fog have? Oh my, okay. It's a gunner. I'm just like, do they only have Lesmok? No, they're just running Lesmok right now, so they can land any damage at all.
I think Lesmok Heavy Carronade is a little bit of a waste. Like, it just doesn't do enough damage at that range to be effective.
Yeah, maybe. Battering ram eating quite a bit of Banshee. I imagine that they're chem sprayed. Yeah, they're doing okay. Sky Slicer going to eat the Banshees now. Double Gatling going to do a lot, but the Banshee's already done. Are they going to go for the Ram? Now they're just going to keep arcs, and Nothing But Fog is going to stay there. Banshee's still reloading. Armor going to come back up with the Sky Slicer any moment now. There it is. Some comes in for the save. I think that was a little bit of a mistake firing the Banshee so early.
Maybe. I mean, the Banshee does contribute to the to the armor shredding. I suppose with the double Gatling, they don't really need to do that.
Yeah, battering ram, living up to its namesake, getting the ram on the pillow fort, gets the nudge, but nothing but fog finishes off the Sky Slicer. And now it's just these two Blenderfish left to take one another out. Each of these Blenderfish went after the other's ship and completely destroyed it. And now these two defensive ships are going on the offense. I say that they're defensive. Actually, they can be offensive, but in this case, where I thought they were going to play defense, they're really going more aggro.
I like what Battering Ram's doing here. He's actually backing up towards their spawn. He's pulling nothing but fog to their side of the map. So actually, the Sky Slicer is going to be able to re-engage much more quickly than the Red Ally. And I wonder how far the Nothing But Fog... Ooh, Nothing But Fog actually losing their whole armor.
Yeah, they made a grievous error. Balloon down. They do get Goomba stomped into the ground. That is a lot of permahull damage, and the Banshee almost able to finish them off. The Nudge will get it instead, and that is victory for Watch Over Daedalus. Catskyders did excellently against the Centurions, but Watch Over Daedalus was just too much, and they're going to go on to face the Clan in the semifinals. The winner of that match will go on to face the Praetorians, who have absolutely routed everyone that they've faced today.